Hello everyone, Alice here from Vancouver Financial Network. Today is November 13, 2021. I just want to give you a technical analysis for gold miners. As you know, gold miners had very nice run since beginning of the November, and lots of people just got into attention that gold miners are gonna skyrocketing to the upside, and some people are having like a bearish sentiment about gold miners. In this video, I just want to show you some charts and how it's going to impact on the gold price. Just stay with me. All right, so let's start with GDX, which is a gold miner ETF, which is large cap gold miner. Here is let me start with a bigger time frame, which is monthly chart. And in monthly chart, as you see here, we have like since beginning August of the 2016, we hit the top, and then it was like a multi-year, almost 3 years consolidation pullback, and then another move just started around like September 2018, right? So after 2 years, started move higher, COVID crash, and then a skyrocket to the upside, which was August 2020. And after August 2020, again we had that sentiment that okay, gold miners are parabolic, they are stretched, they are overbought, and we need some pullback. And sure enough, we had some pullback, and just recently, beginning of here is the September and beginning of the October, and then followed through by November, we had very nice run to the upside. And lots of people are saying, okay, we're gonna hit this trend line and then coming back to test the low, which is a still possibility, but I don't think so. Just because if you see here, we tested twice this ceiling. Here is the ceiling, and here is another ceiling. Sorry. Let me use this pen. It's better. Okay. So here is the ceiling. Yeah, here is the ceiling. Here is the ceiling, and we just test that twice with this nice wedge pattern. And this wedge pattern, it is very interesting just because when I see this in MACD, we had that bearish sentiment. It's kind of like an oversold area, and this oversold for the first time after 2018, we got oversold and crossover condition in stochastic. So you see this signal once happened, and after in November 2018, and now we are at November 2021, we got the same signal, and you see after this signal we just got all the way up to here, like in 2 years, and now we are beginning, I think we are at the beginning of the very long run. And with Fibonacci stretch, we can just give us what's the perspective, what's the projection for that one. So as you see, here is the bottom of the COVID crash. We just hit it 50%, we never get to 61%, and then going all the way up. So we can go for the first step 38 and also 45 double top, but I believe for the next year, again for the next year, we are going to this 53, 57, 50, 60 and 64. That's going to be a possibility for gold, and I believe it's going to be starting like beginning of the January, probably December. That's going to be just a breakout candle. We should pay attention to this one. If there is a breakout above this trend line, that's going to be very bullish setup. All right, so that is very important for now. But let's go to a weekly chart. Weekly chart tells us different thing. So first of all, oh sorry, this is daily. Let's shift it to weekly. All right, so first of all, as I show you, here is the ceiling, here's the ceiling. We had breakthrough, back test. We're kind of like shifting a little bit. Let me just bring it. Okay, yeah. So 150 moving average. So as you see, here is the price manipulation by banks and by those institutions. Price goes below 150 moving average and then going back up. So this is very bullish setup by itself. Very bullish setup. On the other side, I'm just looking at this. This is very important. And as you see here, right there, So we had like reverse head and shoulder on weekly chart, which is very, very important. So here is the shoulder, here is the head, and here is the shoulder. Okay, and sure enough, this is very, very bullish setup. But look at the timing. The timing that I want to point out here, I just look at it, very, very interesting. So here is another reverse head and shoulder. So here is the shoulder, here is the head, and here is the shoulder. And look what happened after that. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a possibility or if this is going to be a case, but this is very, very bullish setup. As I said, there are two strong bullish setup happening on weekly chart. One is price goes down below 150 moving average and then close above it, back test twice, and then right above all of the moving averages. So we just had a very, very nice close above all moving averages just last Friday, last week. That is very, very bullish setup. And the second one is going to be, I believe, the reverse head and shoulder, which is pretty bullish. But look at this guy. Look at this trend line. So this trend line, still we are below that. So there is going to be a possibility we hit this trend line here, right there, somewhere around here. Okay, so around like a 37-ish. Okay, or we can just point it out, this red bar here on the gap. That's going to be a possibility again. I'm not sure if we are getting through to 37.5, but that's going to be a possibility, all right? So if you're getting here, we should see some kind of like a retracement pullback or consolidation. If it consolidates here, it means that we are going to break through and we are going a lot higher for the gold miners. So just pay attention to this. And gold miners are very important just because they have impact on gold price. And here is the GDXJ, which is going to be a junior, and junior had the same pattern, but they're kind of like a more aggressive. You see, we are kind of like a close to the trend line, and even if you go to the weekly chart, the weekly chart is the same. So we had like a kind of like a reverse head and shoulder, close above all moving averages, and right now 49.9, which is going to be 50, let's say, which is going to be very, very important number, 50. So that is close to the trend line. If you're getting close to the trend line, and if we break above it, so look at this high. If we break through, then back test is gonna go all the way up to the double top and even higher. Okay, and I just look at some of the miners, which is very, very interesting, like Agnico Eagle. Sorry, the chart is not clean. This is a chart for AEM, which is Agnico Eagle, and as you see, the weekly chart shows this almost the same pattern. If you look at this is kind of like a reverse head and shoulder again, but look at this, we didn't get above this neckline, which is very important. Okay, we had one odds for bulls, which is going to be this pivot low, we get below that one, we went down a narrow body bar, and then we close above it, which is very, very bullish. And now we are consolidating. And if we have more consolidation here, it's kind of like a bull flag here. Okay, if we get more consolidation, it means that we're getting higher more to 63, and the ultimate goal for now, it's going to be 70 to 74. That's going to be a supply area right there. Okay, so that's going to be for Agnico Eagle. The other one is going to be very interesting, is Barrick Gold. If you know gold miners, Barrick is going to be Barrick is the biggest gold mine in the world. Okay, so that's the large cap gold mine, which Warren Buffett bought it, and he sold it out with a loss. But anyway, so here is the weekly chart, and in weekly chart we triggered reverse head and shoulder. Very, very simple, just because we are getting above this neckline right there, and still we are below moving average. We are 50 moving average. We are pretty close to the trend line. So I'm just looking at some individual stocks in the gold mines, and also looking at the ETF, which is GDX and GDXJ. But I'm sure that they have lots of things to tell us down the road, just because they are setting up for a bigger run. All right. So how gold miners are going to impact the gold price, I'm gonna let you know in the next video. All right, so make sure that subscribe our channel. Make sure that if you have got any comments, please just write down your comments or like our videos if you like it, and make sure that look at the next one, which is going to be gold analysis, and I'm going to tell you exactly how gold miners are going to impact the gold price. Okay, see you a little bit. Bye bye.